Good morning, beautiful. I hope that this finds you well rested and ready to begin your day. This is your daily tarot and oracle, your daily insight on life and love for October 1st, 2021, also timeless. But I need you to know, I can't be the only one. I forgot how many days were in September, and this is, I can't be the only one, right? So it was a very good chance I almost put September 31st, but I thought, no, we're getting too close for comfort. Go look. Yep. And I would have gone with it too. I would have gone to September 40th, I swear to God. But anyway, I didn't. So I didn't. And now we're here. Anyway, what do you need to know today? This is timeless, so wherever you're catching in time, it might be extremely relevant. Even the ditziness I was just explaining. So, what do you need to know? This is general collective. Never force these readings to fit your life. If it does resonate, I do hope it's a good message. If it doesn't, you can enjoy the shenanigans. You can go about your day, whatever works for you. So, go get your coffee, go get your drink, go get your tea. We're going to get this message. Sorry, notifications. I need to turn these off when I'm recording. All that glitters. We have a lot of cards from the, not Rider-Waite, but Wisdom of the Oracle right now. It's a very interesting time. So I'm recording this on the 30th of September for October 1st. September 29th. It was my son's birthday, by the way. 6 planets went into retrograde. And I was talking about this with some peers, with some mentors, because I do belong to a fair amount of groups. And since 6 planets are in retrograde, a lot of it is affecting computers, any form of media, electronics. And it's a lot of repetitive patterns that are showing up in your life. Stuff that you really have been working for. You hear the pups? So right now you're seeing a reoccurrence of certain types of people, certain types of events in your life. And it's up for you to recognize these as repeating patterns and not engage in them the same way, because you have gone through whatever the growth process is. So really, Lisa from the Awareness Shop, she has said this before and it really stuck with me. Your preparedness is your, your awareness is your preparedness. And it really does make sense. So let's get to the reading. Here we go. I know I yapped for like 3 minutes, but you're lucky it was only 3 minutes. What do you need to know? All that glitters. Co-create. Happy, happy. Happy, happy, and co-create is in reverse. And we have poised, a leg up, and round and round. So not even to take away from what I was just talking about. This is talking about huge manifestation time, first off. Be very, very, very careful what you ask for, because you will get it. This is major in the manifestation time. And it's about you really just learning how to lean on people, but the right kind of people, and people who aren't really trying to hold you down or back. And again, this doesn't mean that they're bad. It just means that there is an attachment there that is potentially unhealthy. So your happiness is actually something that has been changing since you have been changing so much. You're ready to take the dive into this new phase of your life. You're ready to take the dive, but, and that's a big but right there, you need to not be so stoically independent. It is to your detriment when you do it like this. And the road that you take to avoid facing the repetitive patterns and your, shadow aspects of self is exactly where you are going to find those repetitive patterns and those shadow bits. So you're not repeating cycles when you are facing this. You're facing this from a higher level of perspective, and you are going to be dealing with this in a much different way. But you have to have faith, and you have to lean on your belief. So this is going to be kind of a challenge because it does involve you being very vulnerable. And I learned something really cool this morning when I was I was watching and talking in this group that I'm in. And it's how often do you pay attention to your first instinct about something? It's not about first looks being deceiving. You know when something or somebody, just something isn't right about it, and it's not a paradigm. It's not something that comes after the initial thought. It's whatever the initial gut feeling and thought is. When do you write that down? So this is actually daring you to practice writing down what your initial gut instinct about something is, as even as far-fetched as it may seem. They gave an example of, for instance, it's a sunny day, but something's like, get your umbrella. Why it's a sunny day? Because in 3 hours, little did you know there was going to be a rainstorm. Same kind of thing with this. This person, place, or thing, this noun, isn't giving off any red flags. Something isn't sitting right with you about it. Instead of playing yourself on that, and I love that saying, write it down and start to pay attention to it. Because you paying attention to it and acting on that, or not letting it get to you at that point, is going to pay off than discovering down the road why you should have listened to this in the first place. This is actually what this is talking about. Trust your intuition, trust your gut, trust in your connection to source, spirit, what have you, and understand that this is an opportunity to handle things differently. And I do see that this is coming into play. So guess what? You might be hearing from some people, or very similar types of people from the past, whether it's past lovers, past family members, past friends, colleagues, what have you. It's going to be very similar energy. Are you going to play yourself in this, or are you going to trust that gut feeling? I understand why you wouldn't want to do that at first, because it's like they haven't done anything wrong. And it's like, I don't want to offend anybody, and especially needlessly. And this is about, not offending somebody. It's about really honoring your gut. And it will prove you to be right and true. I want you to give me an example. Because I have recently, with two very specific people, weren't giving off any initial red flags. But I trusted my gut. And boy, did it pay off. And this is actually just before the retrograde started. But it happened. And I know that this is not just me, because I've heard it more than a couple dozen times. I talked to a lot of people. But yeah, when did you trust your gut, and how did that pay off? Sit back and watch once you pose this question out there. You're worried about how this is going to affect you in the future based off the past, but you need to understand you are in neither place at that point in time. At this point in time, you're not in the past. Even though you keep reliving the past, you're not there anymore, and you need to turn that movie off. You've gotten the lessons from that show. You don't need to keep rewatching it, keep reliving it. The future is being created in the now. So this is happening on a momentary notice. What do you want to experience in this moment? Do you want to experience dread in each moment that has yet to exist, that is yet incoming, that you keep widening that scope of dread? We don't need to play it like that. This is really a time of creation for you. Learn to be in the here and the now. Then we have mending. Something is coming together. Awesome. I think that you will be finding very like energies, very like-minded people. And then it's not about how much you can do. It's quality, not quantity. Quality is determined by what is true for you. What is natural, instinctual, and even if you don't know a natural gift or talent, you know exactly what you are not. So if you are on the brinks of finding yourself, start taking out every little thing that you're not. And build on that. So then, this is talking about your need of overcompensation by not only overwhelming your world with distractions, but taking on other people's stuff too. And let's see. these are very one-sided connections. I also think that this is something that is being brought up right now from previous connections to be not only disengaged, but dissolved. So a lot of cord pulling ceremonies are coming into play. Whatever has been out of balance is now going to be balanced right now, either by being ripped away, very rightfully for you, or this is going to be something that you're about to see some very true colors, and it is blinding. Regardless, loyal has to be matched. You being the beautiful and amazing person you are not to be taken advantage of at any point. And that's about to be corrected. Okay, you. What do you need to keep an eye out for? What are some potholes that you need to avoid? All right. In this new cycle, there's going to be a very quick ending to whatever party this has been. Whatever has been either completely enamoring you with unexpected, I'm just going to say it, like love bombing, with railing you in. All of that. Watch out for that energy. Watch out for people who showed up for you in the get-go from that. Because I see this new cycle coming in and somebody is really looking at somebody. The thing is, I think that this is a resurgence of previous persons. This might be somebody you haven't been talking to for a bit. And here they come back in. It's either that person or persons or very similar energy. Something you just got away from. I see that this is going to be something that you do cut to the quick. It's coming in to sweep you off your feet yet again. Sorry, access is denied. And I also see that this, you're not delusional. Understand that this is a test. So what you have to keep an eye out for is the resurgence of people who are going to be a test about how much you are willing to honor exactly what your gut instinct is, what your ascension has been, what very hard lessons that you just overcame. It's like hitting the restart button on a huge, massive test that's timed. All right, so what else do you need to watch out for? Oh, boo. What card did I just drop, huh? What card just dropped upright? Go on, guess. It's my favorite card. I cannot wait to see the show that this brings out. I swear to God. What do you need to watch out for? Some potholes to watch out for? I'm not going through it like one by one. What I'm doing is there are certain cards that are like poking at my hand. So I'm taking those out. I'm just not shuffling them. See, like this one. There's big messages that are in this. Some potholes you need to watch out for is the energy that claims to be higher than what it is. This is an energy that is trying to sell its image to you. The lion does not have to go around telling people it is a lion. You can hear its effing roar. So, anyone who tries to tell you who they are to you and train you in your world, beware of that person. It's not what it is. They don't have to sell themselves to you. This is very ungrounded and very insecure energy. And I'm seeing a lot of codependent. This is somebody who has done so many reinventions, so many restarts. This is somebody who just drops everything and runs. Yeah. Okay. Normally this is something that I would love. Very mature, nurturing, masculine energy who can rock anything that goes their way. But the way that I'm seeing it with this, it feels completely pig-headed and arrogant and detached from their own emotions. It also feels very codependent. This person, it's like they have an agenda and they're closed off to actually getting into their feelings. They are, I don't think that they're evil at all. I think that they're hurt from a karmic situation, much like you have been, but they're looking for the outside sources to fix the problem rather than doing this work themselves. It's like they don't know how to emotionally attach to their pain. So I see a very defensive person who's holding back. The thing is, I do see this as a very kindred spirit. This is a wounded kindred spirit. And I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but the fallout of kindred spirits and soulmates, those tend to be the most agonizing. This is somebody who is connected, but they are not doing the work to get through their stuff. So this is going to cause more harm than good. And you engaging in that is not going to help them or you. So if this person really wants the growth that they say that they do, and if they want to be this person in the world, then you gotta protect your energy and how far you've come and step back from that. And this is going to be something that potentially they find offensive. I'm not telling you to abandon everybody and run. I'm telling you to protect your energy and not try and be the savior for everybody else. You are not you are not a person engineer. It's not your job to fix and save and be that for everybody. That makes you drowned out, and that's not fair to you or your energy or to your life path. So what I'm seeing here, your happiness is your responsibility, not theirs, and vice versa. This person still has a lot that they have to work through, and they're going through it right now, but I see a lot of the throws of attachment onto you, and it hurts because you do care. You might even love this person, but this is a door they have to walk through themselves. You can't drag them through it. This is very uncomfortable growth energy that you have already done. You know what it's like, and you know that this is very necessary. Lots of speaking your truth in this, and lots of action being taken, but you have to be grounded in this, because I see that you are very beautifully open and receptive, but this person seems to have attachment issues, and it's based from something karmic that they are still trying to avoid, which they will be facing in the retrograde. This is much of a test for them as it is for you, but at different parts of this. So now that we got all that out of the way, what do you have to look forward to? When you pass the test, and I am saying when, all truth will be revealed in the karmic situation and what has not grown. We have you being ultra cautious, maybe even online watching, but I see that ultimately you are going to let, you're probably going to let this gift go, because I see a much more grounded investment coming in. It's not bad. It really sucks to have to let go of kindred spirits and soulmates. It's one of the most heartbreaking things. You might have to do that in this. You might have to break your own heart to keep a boundary. But don't think that you won't be rewarded for it. Don't think that it's like, okay, now you're just going to not have your people around. You're not going to have care or love around. That's going to be further from the truth. And I'm not saying that you're replacing this person. You might actually meet up with this person on a different level down the road. But now, since you are passing this test, you have a much more stable and grounded offer coming in. something that you wanted from somebody else, but you have been doing the healing from, and you love them and you send them on their way to do their own healing. So now Spirit, I see, is giving you an offer that is going to take a lot of attention. And really, you're going to want to talk yourself out of it. But all of it's BS, and you know that it is. You're like, if I can totally resonate with that. I don't care. I don't want it. No, you know what? I'm going to do me. I don't need anybody. I don't need anything. And it's like that too. And Spirit's like, you sure about that, champ? All right, so this one is sticking to my hand. Well, not sticking, but it's like poking my hand. So what is this? There's nothing more for you to learn. You have masculine energy that is very protective, very grounded coming in. This person is incredibly driven and focused. I can dig that. What's this? Ooh. All right. Oh, man. I don't know if you're going to be happy or not with what I'm about to pull in front of you. Listen, you. Listen. I know that it's scary to get something that you actually want, because you just had to walk away from, I guess, soulmate energy. But now you're getting what you have actually wanted. So now you're freaked out. You're freaked out about being on lockdown with this. You're afraid of being stuck. I don't blame you. You actually might push whatever this is away initially. I see that you, it's like, nope, bye, go. I don't want it. I already said I don't want it. I'm sticking to it. I don't care. Get out. And then we have this. You're going to be so at odds with yourself. You're like, I wanted this. Why couldn't I have it with this person? That actually might be a thought process that is coming in. Why couldn't I have this with these people? Why couldn't they be my family, my colleagues, my peers, my love, my whatever the case? You actually might have that thought process, and that's totally normal and that's totally natural and it's understandable. I don't think that you're going to be screaming this at the person who's coming in, but I see that getting what you want is going to scare the crap out of you, and you're going to push it away, and then you're going to think that you ruined something, and you're going to be heartbroken over that. You're going to be at odds with what you had actually had to let go. And then we have the moving on and the healing. You know that you need to move on. You're not going to force yourself into a connection, but you know the healing has to take place in order for you to be whole. And you are working on being whole. That little pain is not going to be forever. But I see the masculine energy coming in. I'm seeing this amazing partnership coming in. It's a total shift in direction for you. Like, I see you literally shifting gears in life. You're going up and out, and this is awesome. I do see an entirely new beginning, but you need to pace yourself and take it slow, because the changes that have to happen, it's like moving a mountain. You have to do this one step at a time. You have big changes and a big road ahead of you. You're going to need to take this step by step. When you get overwhelmed, zone in on focus on the task at hand. Zone in on focus and focus on what's happening in the now, especially with this particular person, because I do see the healing going on. But I also see the compassion and the understanding and the grounded and security that is coming from this masculine energy. It doesn't have to be male or it doesn't have to be female. This is all stuff that we already obtain inside of ourselves. But with what's coming in, it holds space for us to be what we are. We know what they bring out of us, which is really good. And right now you're healing from that, the previous soulmate pain. But I do see the healing. And then when you are bored with the monotony of staring at what's right in front of you, because it happens, I'm not dogging it down, then you step back and look at the big picture. This is going to be a very precise and methodical unfolding process. This is about your growth. It's about your choices. It's about your ascension. It's about calling in what you truly want. And at the beginning of the reading, remember, I said, be careful what you wish for because you will get it. This is what you are getting. And the thing is, you're ready, but you don't think that you're ready because you're healing that old wound. And really, patience is going to be practiced here. And I see this coming from both sides. So breathe. And again, trust the process and understand that you are going to be happy. You deserve to be happy. You have done the work to be happy. You are going to be happy and you are protected in this. So this is going to be coming in the most unexpected way possible and probably anticlimactic. But your gift is either here or it's on its way to be here. Pass your test. If you have questions about booking your own private session, go ahead and reach out in the email address provided or find me on the social platforms and DM me. I really look forward to hearing from you. And until next time, stay safe, have fun, and just know that you're greatly loved and appreciated. Bye for now. Hey there, gorgeous. I hope that this finds you well rested. What brings you to the message today? What message are we going to even be getting? All right, I'm being pulled to the magical messages from your fairies. You have to say it like that or else it loses something, am I right? Don't answer that. All right, what do you need to know? What does Spirit want to tell you? What do you need to keep an eye out for? Children, keep an eye out for children. No. What do we have here? Autumn, debt paid off, assertiveness. Whom do you, oh God, you wanna, this is going right with the retrogrades, baby. Yeah. So I was talking about this with some peers earlier. Something is coming up that you need to reflect on. This is a major time of reflection. You're going to be seeing a lot of repeating cycles in your life, or the attempts of it at least. I'm sure you've been getting your signs and synchronicities about this. First off, your awareness is your preparedness. I'm just going to say it like that. Yes, it's quippy. Yes, I've heard it before. I think it was from Lisa Stewart from the Awareness Shop. But that's where I think I heard it. And it's totally true too, because look, what are you willing to even put up with in this, the same as you used to? No, they're idiots. I'm going to say it like that. Whoever is trying to pull this shenanigan on you, either they are completely unself-aware, which, you know, we've all been there at some point. But this is frustrating because this seems to be an endless loop with this particular person. Okay, instead of being reactionary, this is saying, your debt's paid off. You don't need to create more karma for yourself. So go get yourself balanced and centered before you even try and deal with these shenanigans. Understand that they are not at the awareness point or advantage point or self-awareness point that you are. And I'm not even speaking down at them. This is not that at all. They're doing whatever they can for themselves. And I get that too. But it doesn't mean that you have to be the puppet with that. So whatever is coming about that you know that you've already dealt with before, cut it to the quick right now. It's going to be very relieving, but also, since we are in this time of reflection, on the other side of this, it's like the student who's taking a test, the teacher's watching exactly what you're doing. Don't think that you're not going to pass this test and not get a gold sticker. I mean, come on, there's a prize for this. You passing this test is going to unlock a lot of doors for you. So do what you got to do what you know that you have to do. I'll talk to y'all soon. Stay safe, have fun. Hey there. If you are coming across this, we got Rider-Waite here. All right, somebody, feminine energy, has got their ducks in a row. They got themselves in check. This is good. You can probably hear my dog Lucy in the background. She is also a dog who has herself in check. She's top dog, actually. Not trying to brag, not trying to make anyone jealous, but she's pretty good. Ooh, we have the King of Cups in reverse. So listen, Notice when somebody is trying to goad you, don't play ball. Listen, you've put yourself in this awesome position. This is actually really good. You are very controlled. You're very self-aware. You know what the next move is for yourself, and doors are opening up. Don't let people discourage you with this. There's going to be people who have, it's not really like a sense of entitlement, but it's like, who do they think they are looking at you? Who do they think they are? Why do they get to do this? You want to know, they're not even that great. You want to know, they're crap. This is somebody who's dealing with a lot of insecurities. This also is talking about how realize that you are dealing with somebody who is insecure. Don't engage in that. It's a lose-lose situation. It's like trying to wrestle a pig in mud. Not that I've ever done that. But there's a saying, you know, trying to argue with somebody like this is like trying to wrestle a pig in mud. Eventually, you're going to have to realize that they enjoy it. This person enjoys the argument. They enjoy the battle. They see where you're going, and while they're feeling insecure about where they are in comparison, the fact that they can still get under your skin is quite exciting for them. It makes them feel good. It's a false sense of security that they are dealing with. You have to see exactly what this is. It's not personal, and it's not you. This is all about what they don't see in themselves. So you're at a new beginning. This person is not moving forward with you. You do not need to waste your breath on something that is trying to present itself as a challenge. That is not a challenge. This is a lose-lose situation if you engage in that battle. Don't do it. Move on. All right, this has got to be something that they eventually move past. But right now, you have bigger fish to fry, so get to it. If you're coming across this, we will be getting a message from Rider-Waite. So listen with an open heart and an open mind. We're going to see what you need to know. What do you need to know? What is the good word? What is up? Bright and bountiful new beginning. Great. Looks like you're catching the eye of somebody. Now, this doesn't have to be romantic. We're going to get the rest of the cards on this one, see what this situation is about. What's this? Yeah, you're catching the eye of somebody. It's not going to last, don't worry, and it's good that it doesn't last. This is also another test. It's a karmic situation. Somebody is coming forth who you actually have that feeling about. It's not worth the investment. You ever just meet somebody and you're like, I don't know what it is. They're not really giving any red flags, but something about the energy is just screaming, no, stop, cease, resist. You know, do not pass go with this person. Do not pass go with this particular person. You get a huge sense about them. This is not what you want. I see a lot of future planning or a future faking that is going on with whatever this connection is. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to paint the world 5 different colors and call it great. No, this is not for you. These are going to be very canceled very fast. This is a huge karmic test for you. And I see that you have put so much investment into yourself. This is a lot of grounding energy that needs to come into play. Your situation will be de-escalating, which is good. So, I want you to start to take note about whatever insights that you initially have about a particular person in your world. It might be somebody who is new. It might be somebody who is, I don't know, in your proximity. But regardless, something about this isn't seeming right. It's something that is sitting on your nerves. So move forward without attaching yourself to this energy. They could be around you, but don't think that anything worthy is going to grow there. And I think that once you actually call it out and make action on what you are calling out, then this is going to be something to celebrate for you solely. It's time that you not only pass this test, but continue to invest in yourself without subjecting it or giving it away to another person. Go get it. Take 2, I misspoke horribly and I couldn't get out the words I was trying to say, and time just ran away from me. You know, if you've been on my channel more than once, I trip and fall over my words, and sometimes it's hilarious, sometimes it's an, oh God, why isn't she stopping? And that's really what it came down to. So we're getting a message from Queen of the Moon Oracle. It's fabulous. And actually, I found out what the name was because I couldn't find the box the last few days, and then I found out the card that was on the cover, and it was this one. So Queen of the Moon Oracle is about sovereignty. There's somebody who is going to be entering in your life after a long, dark period, a time of loss, a time of depression, anguish, a sense of just loneliness and solitude. I see that this is something that you are either battling or had been battling. But regardless, what is going on right here is now here comes the energy that is going to not fill a void, but take up some space in your life. I see this as a very wise beyond years energy, and it's also something that is very cathartic, and I get this strong feeling that it is divine feminine energy that is coming into your life, and it feels like it's all encompassing and nurturing. So this is actually very soothing. This is not only an energy that is very attractive to you, but it's something that you've been attracting. And I don't think that you're expecting this. I don't think that you're expecting the way that you meet. I don't think that you're expecting the way that, I suppose, it's going to be a very unusual and very probably anticlimactic circumstance. I don't think they're going to drop on the sky unless they're skydiving. So, hey, get ready for the unexpected meeting of a lifetime. I see very deep soul bonded connection coming in here. We have a lot of master numbers here. 44, we have 22, which breaks down to an 8 and a 4. And then we have, this is just very high and wise energy. So what is the likely result of this connection? Abundance, great. I like abundance unless it's abundance of crap. And then we have acceptance. This is something where it is almost effortless. There might even be a telepathic communication between the two. But whatever it is happening in the fall. It is the harvest time. So again, get ready for something that is soul-soothing, probably anticlimactic, and it has a real sense of home, peace, and a huge sense of fulfillment. And I do see that this is happening in the time of autumn, so enjoy. You're coming across this. We're going to be getting a message from Rider-Waite, and we are using, well, we have devil energy here. And it's not the actual devil. This is obsessiveness, possessiveness, and lots of unintended downloaded information that I think is just going to grossly upset you. It's like you can't get away from it. And I don't feel like this is something that is threatening you. I think that it's mainly overwhelming, like it wants you to get up and take action. I think that it's truth coming out, setting you free, upsetting you, and making you take charge. Very cool. I see that you are not going to let this disrupt your life. Rather, you are going to take it as a point of focus. I see a huge new massive beginning that is happening here, and it seems to be big changes that you actually want to make not only in your intimate circle, but in your surrounding circle too. So it seems to be widespread with you. There's a lot of there's a depressive episode over a karmic situation or what seems to be deception that was, you're going to have whatever deception greatly thrown before you. And I think that this is something that you shied away from in the past. Whatever you were shying away from, not only are you going to be able to handle it, I think that the anticipation of it was the worst part. So, like, I see that this is something that feels like it has a lot of fire energy in this. So it might be Sagittarius, Aries, Leo time frame, or a personal, a personal energy, astrological sign, or time frame. So there's that, but whatever it is, the anticipation of it is the worst part. You're going to be able to not only adapt to it, you're going to overcome, but your calm, cool, collective nature is what's going to ensure that. So you are completely fierce, independent. You have grown so much. You have freedom all around you. There is a big, big, big payoff with how you handle this. So it feels like it's fiery, but it goes into grounding energy. Ooh. Oh yeah, new beginning and something that you can really take charge in. So we are ending this reading off with abundance, independence, new beginnings, and a change in direction that really ensures a personal success. And it also feels like it re-invokes a sense of passion with you, but not obsession and obligation. So pretty big message, but I think that you'll be more than able to handle it.